Verse 11. Vatomer yizkor na hamelech et Adonai Elohecha meharbat goel hadam l'shachet velo yashmidu et beni. She said, may the king remember. Zachar, to remember, can also mean to remember in the sense of to mention and hence to invoke. So here, I think the ESV has invoke, and I think that captures the sense. This is a jusif, remember. It looks the same as the imperfect, yizkor, but being used as a jusif here. May the king invoke the Lord your God. To what end? Meharbat goel adam l'shachet. This is quite tricky, so we'll take it apart piece by piece. Firstly, the goel hadam. Ga'al means to redeem. It's one of the great verbs used for the Lord bringing his people out of Egypt, redeeming them from Egypt. It also it has a very closely related meaning to act as a close kin, to act as a kinsman. So here it means the person acting as next of kin of the blood. It's the person, in other words, in a family, when a close family member has been killed, their closest family member has the right and, in fact, the responsibility to avenge the blood of their close family member. So you'll see translations like the avenger of blood here. If you want to read about Ga'al being used in this sense of be a kinsman, be a close family member, then Deuteronomy 19 has this phrase in the context of bringing justice to somebody who has been murdered, and the Book of Ruth has is really really riffs on this idea of a kinsman, but in a very much more positive sense. Okay, so here we have the avenger of blood. May is the preposition min, which we're used to. Harbat is tricky textually. It looks as though some mistake has crept into the text somehow. We're not going to go into the details of that. For our purposes, this is, in effect, may plus harbot, which, if you remember, is from the root rava, which is to be numerous. When it appears in the hifil, hirba, to make numerous, and here it is the infinitive construct, from making numerous, or from multiplying, or from increasing. Okay? Now, how on earth does this all go together? For now, let's take the may as so that not. So that not. May the king invoke the Lord your God, so that the avenger of blood may not increase to destroy. May destroy no more. May not increase to destroy. Hirba is another one of those verbs that is regularly used tied to another verb, and it means to do something more and more, or to increase to do something. So may the Redeemer of blood not increase to destroy. May he destroy no more. If you think of the essence of the preposition min as being one of separation, then that I think helps to understand a bit more intuitively what is why does she want the king to invoke the Lord his God to distance this reality, so that this reality becomes separated off and doesn't occur. So that the avenger of blood may not continue to destroy. For me at least, that intuitive notion of separation helps me to understand how we end up at a so that not translation of may. So that the Redeemer of blood may not continue to destroy. One son has been killed already. We don't want a continuation of the destruction. And so that, here we have another instance of a jusif, or usually an imperfect, but here an imperative rather, but here a jusif plus simple verb plus imperfect. So it's another so that not. And so that they may not destroy my son.